In another weekend of War of the Kingdoms, the K-161 warriors join together to defend their castles from the unknown threat. It is still unknown who will be the kingdom to dispute in this edition of KVK. In today's video we are going to highlight some interesting points to be worked on for preparation in this KVK edition, as the losses will not be real, that is, you can use your troops without fear of losing them. In addition, this edition will be worth new rewards that will be added at the end of KVK, as well as the introduction of the new commander Zia and her medals for unlocking, and it will be an excellent opportunity to venture into PvP by improving your combat strategy. Lucas and his friends are getting ready to battle. Stay on top of all the preparation for this weekend that promises a lot of fun and great disputes for the victory of this round of KVK. Initially, we will focus on having our hospitals full, but why is that, Lucas? With the hospitals full you will not have to spend healing speed or resources during the War of the Kingdoms. But it is necessary to establish the full filling of its capacity, and with weak troops, we usually use T1, as it does not need to use healing speed, only few resources. Next, we need to maximize our account, using combat gear, castle skin and marching animation, increasing army size, anti-scout to protect ourselves or total attack when defending or attacking an enemy. In addition, there is another detail that makes the difference is the use of the enemy lord, as it adds an army attack buff. This increase is relevant and its value is equivalent to the lord's level. It is interesting to have a lord LV60 having the level maximum to explore this possibility. Then we come to the key point of this video, where we will highlight the possibility of executing enemy lords to extend the battle buff indicated in the Hall of Faces. In a distant kingdom, the noble knights are preparing for the start of a war between kingdoms. To start a dispute, the knight needs to be prepared. With that, there is a need to have a squire to help the knight in tasks common to the trade, such as wearing armor, carrying war tools and ensuring family safety. On the battlefield, the squire carries weapons and even defends the knight if necessary. And in K-161 it would be no different, defending his castle and the other nobles belonging to it. Lucas joins the brave warriors and takes his oath of honor and protection to his new house. But to face his enemies on this night, alone is a very difficult task, so to be well prepared and with his stats maximized, Lucas searches for a squire, also known as Hoffs, are nothing more than lords of other castles to be executed in exchange for battle buff. After receiving support from other players in his new kingdom, Lucas goes in search of capturing the Hoffs that will be executed, converting them into a buff for the upcoming battle. This execution time depends on the level that your dungeon is, where the captured enemy lords remain during the capture period. In addition, we have to take into account the level of the enemy lord that we will use. In this case, Lucas chose to capture the enemy lord LVXX, as it will have a faster execution time. There is also a rule aimed at capturing an enemy lord with a castle of minimum level LV17. Another detail that we can observe in this function of quick execution of enemy lords is the ability of the Dragon's Blessing, which can help in the speed and efficiency to obtain battle buffs, assuming that you have an invasion in your kingdom and the enemy is stronger or is prepared and you can't trigger your fervor and lose your protection, but you need to have the battle buff to keep yourself with good stats. This skill in the Dragon's Blessing is quite useful. Well folks, these are the interesting points I make and would like to share with you in preparation before War Day. It's also interesting to have a group of friends and support from your service. In my case, I don't have Hoffs, so every week I need to ask other players for their lords to run and be able to maximize my stats for events or participation in PvP like KVK that get closer. I hope it helped to awaken the warrior soul in you. Thank you all, and until the next video.